So, welcome back for the final part of Weekly News Awareness. Now, the whole point I'm trying to point out is the media we have cherry pick specific that forms an agenda where our economic model is free market, laissez-faire, little state, little control. It's unabashedly pro-USA, whatever the president is, pro-Americanization, even though slapping tariffs and he's viewed as, oh, well, it's only Trump. You can't carry on like that. His a disaster. He wants everything. He wants America to have everything. There's greed. It's a zero-sum game, like I've said. There's only winners and losers. He's after world hegemony, control the world, and he's definitely supporting Israel in regional hegemony, and the consequences of this is they don't mind letting the stranglehold of culture. Anything goes. Just do not threaten our power and wealth. How many times and why are you listening to Conservative MPs that have been dethroned, rejected by the public? And no one wants. And where they're willing to stick the boot into anything that smacks of welfare, social services, and you get defence ministers saying, "Oh yeah, we need more spending on defence," and but what about wastage in defence? Like I said, you can't have wastage in the NHS when you've got beds in corridors. It's just nonsense. It may have been relevant 40 years ago, but it definitely isn't now. And these economic policies may have increased wealth overall, but how come we still have stunted children, cracking hospitals, cracking schools, potholes, and but also woke. Stop trying to indoctrinate kids. Let kids be kids. This is why I'm anti-all-right and anti-woke. Especially when they try and change history. History is being and gone. It can't be changed. However much they'd love to. But, I mean, there's many documentaries I watch about conflict in history. And they always come out with the good guys. Who says we're the good guys? Democracies. It's democracies who used chemical weapons in the First World War, napalm, cluster bombs, Agent Orange, all democracies. And heinously, atom bombs. It's beyond belief that they would actually do that. They made that decision, what, in the name of freedom? Reduce people to ash. You know, and it's just that last century was the American century. They say this century is going to be the Asian century. So they can go around busting people, but they don't seem to have learned from history. And The whole point of this is to tell it how it is. Tell the causes. Don't hide anything under the carpet or not report. And it's because our standard of journalism is so bad on our trajectory. Economically, it doesn't work. Socially, it's not working. You know, when kids are knifing each other, it doesn't bear comprehension. There's drugs, police officers are dying. Carers, nurses are being attacked. Teachers are being attacked. Where's the respect for anything? There's a lot that needs to, before you can repair a festering wound, you have to rip the plaster off so it can breathe air. And that involves talking about everything. I mean, good morning, Britain. Again, you know, the Conservative and so-called and Labour representatives arguing. You couldn't hear a thing. Argument, you know, it drowns out debate. And this is the whole point. And it's not just in one field, economics, cost of living. And for God's sake, point out who's to blame. Trump, Netanyahu. Don't say, oh, well, we can't alter anything. Really? Well, we eventually brought down apartheid. But people use one dimension. Is it racist? What about all the other dimensions? Religious, class. There really does need a shake up. And I'm really appreciative of the followers I have. Really hand on heart. So anyway, for a better world, take care everybody. See you soon.